Welcome in, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you every single thing that I know about the map Terminus minus the main Easter egg quest. We're going to start out in the spawn with all of these guards. If you're fast enough running into these rooms, you can actually get the extra points for killing the guards and then killing the zombies. Once the power's on, you have one of two ways to go. If you go into the interrogation room, you can get a quick 4 free kills here. A lot of people don't know this, but you can get these extra points, which make your life so much easier when you're going for the Easter egg. Now, there is some RNG to this, but I learned that the faster you go, the better odds you have at actually catching one of these things. When you open up Jug, look directly to the right, there will be a guard and 3 free zombies, but you need to take out the guard in order to get the zombie kills. This helps with turning on the power if you don't have enough. Seaside Path, this is the last set of guard zombie combo that I've seen. If you go back to the billiards room, shoot the billiard balls, you're going to get a free 100 essence. Another thing that's going to help you. Shovels, there's 4 locations. One of them's right outside Sea Caves right here. The next one is going to be on Temple Island leaning up against this little statue. The next one is going to be on Castle Rock Island around the back to the left. You're going to jump out here, just grab it. And then the final one is going to be inside the mining tunnels connected to the biolab. Once you have the shovels, you can just dig up piles of goodies all around the map every single round. And there are 4 shovels, so you and your friends don't have to fight over it. Next, we're going to work on a perk that your entire team can get for free. You're going to go down to the biolab and kill all the zombies in these cages. Once you kill all of the zombies in these cages, then you are able to advance the round, and the next round is going to be vermin. Then you need to kill all of the vermin that are in these cages. And once you kill all the vermin, you can turn over the round one more time, and then you are going to get the final round, which is the mauler. Depending on how many people you have in your party is how many maulers you're going to have to kill in these cages. They are pretty strong, and they still have their gun, so I'd recommend a pack-a-punch weapon to kill these guys. And enjoy your free perk. And then once you pick this up, your entire team is going to get a free perk. Next, we're going to work on getting an oxygen tank. You need to take either a frag or a Semtex or a C4 or an explosive weapon, throw it underneath this rock. It's going to blow up. Watch my oxygen bar here on the left. As soon as you pick it up, it's going to greatly increase it, and now it's also going to last a lot longer. This is going to help you get all of the chests underwater. There are 3 possible spawns in the biolab for these crates. There's going to be one on each side of where you're able to jump up, and the last one is out of the left exit. Right before the exit doors, there's going to be this last little pesky crate that took me forever to find. The other crates are going to be on the 3 islands as well as the sunken ship. There's going to be a minimum of 1 crate and a maximum of 3 crates I've found. And the spawn locations are pretty much the same every single time. As long as you know where the spawns are, that ether tool is going to help me greatly because it's going to save me over 4,000 scrap. It's going to turn whatever weapon I grab purple. You're going to get weapon mods, you're going to get free perks, but ultimately, once you get all of the crates in the map, then you are going to get a free perk, and everyone on your team is going to get it. But there's also great loot in these crates just throughout the map, whether it's essence or salvage. And once you learn where these crates are, it gets pretty easy, and it gets pretty quick to just kind of speed run the entire map. And then once you hit the last crate, you'll know it because you will get a free perk for your entire team. Next, we're going to be working on the achievement Culinary Delight. In the biolab, there is a brain here which signifies brain rot. You're going to just pick it up. Cryo freeze. There's going to be a snowball on top of the refrigerator. Next is going to be Shadow Rift. There's going to be a plant up the hill from the mess hall. Next, there will be a battery inside of engineering to signify dead wire. Next, can of chili in the mess hall for napalm. Next, olive oil. Last ingredient is going to be a fish, and you will have to swim up to the fish and hit use on it, even though there's no prompt or noise. Go back to the mess hall, put all the ingredients in the pan, burn around, hit use on the pan, and you'll get your achievement. Next, if you wanted some free cheap mods, you can just get oil, fish, and then one of those ingredients, and then put them inside of the pan. Keep in mind that there are 2 pans, and it does take a round to turn over to actually get the weapon mods. So if you're playing solo, you can alternate these, or if you have friends, you can basically cook 2 mods for each person, or just put 1 on each of your guns. But realistically, these mods kind of stink, and they only last for about 30 seconds, and they only work for some reason on weapons that don't already have a current ammo mod. So there's going to be a color to signify whatever ammo mod that you put in there, and as soon as you hear that noise, you're going to know that it's done and you can pick it up. Now, that's to actually use the ammo mods. So you have to put the ingredients in the pan, and you need to turn over around. So I put the ingredients in 14. I let it change to 15. Now on 15, when you hear that noise, you are going to know that you need to grab it in order to use that weapon mod. But if you turn the round over one more time, you see I turned it to 16. It will set on fire. You'll heal a fire detector. And if you try and grab it out of the pan, you are going to set yourself on fire. Next, we're going to be working on a free Perkaholic. That's right, absolutely free. The lowest round I've gotten this at is at round 11. You are going to have to go all over the map, and there are specific spawns for the fish that you're going to be killing. The ray gun is wonderful for this because you don't have to bank the shots off of anything. You can just kind of hit the top of the water. But ultimately, you're going to be looking around the biolab for the fish. You're going to be looking around the docks for fish. You're going to be looking around Crab Island as well as the sunken ship. These are going to be your only 4 locations that you're going to be looking for the fish. Now, you can use lethal grenades, tactical grenades. You can use explosive weapons as long as you're banking that explosive shot off of a nearby rock. If you jump in the water without killing the fish, you're going to scare the fish away and you won't be able to get them. This is really, really important. So the ray gun is really clutch for this, and you can actually get a free ray gun just by killing the fish. And the fish generally have the same spawns, and you just have to kind of run all of your fish spawn locations and then turn the round over and then do it again. I'm pretty sure this is time-based. You can see here that I'm trying to actually kill these fish with direct hits, and it's not working. I need to bank this shot off the side of the boat in order to kill these fish. Now, unlike the last one where you have to swim up to the fish and hit use on the fish, for the Perkaholic one, you don't have to. All you have to do is kill them, and you'll know that you killed them based on the amount of loot that is dropped. So if you see 3 pieces of loot drop into the water, you know that you killed 3 fish. And you don't even really need to keep count because ultimately, as soon as you kill your 50th one, it's just going to pop up at the bottom of your screen. You're just going to get a full Perkaholic, and there's going to be no noise. Next is Crab Island. There's 4 possible locations where you're going to play the crab game, but the crab crate is always in the same spot, right out of the front where you buy the boat. You can either cook like a frag grenade, a semtex, use an explosive weapon. The same rules apply. The first set of crabs are going to be right here underneath that crab. If you hit enough crabs, you're going to get a free perk. For here, I got Elemental Pop. It's really important to hit enough crabs. I've never actually failed, but every time they pop up, you do want to hit a minimum of 2. For this group, you're going to get a bunch of essence, which is going to help you greatly. And the next one is going to be down here towards the shore by the 3rd armor plate. You're going to play the game again. Once you finish this game, then you are going to get a weapon, depending on what round it is. Now, by the workbench, a little bit to the left, you're going to find the 4th and final location for the crab game. All you need to do is run up to these and just punch with your knife out or whatever it is. You're going to get a bunch of free scrap. Next is one of my favorite Easter eggs. You need to jump when you hit the elevator button. Just keep jumping over and over. Ignore the zombie, and you are going to get an Easter egg traveling down the elevator. You're going to get spooky things on the walls as well as a little bit of a tower of terror towards the end. So this is cool just to experience, or if you just want to scare one of your friends. I'm not entirely sure what the exact trigger is for this Easter egg. All I know is that you just keep jumping when you hit the elevator button, and then this will trigger most of the time. I think you need to be airborne by the time the elevator actually moves for it to trigger. Next, we're going to be working on this Talisman in the sea caves. You're going to look for this map through the stalagmites, and you're going to see a little X on this map. Wherever your X is where you're going to retrieve the captain's watch. And this is different in every single game that you play, but it's generally about 3 total spawns. You're going to get melee macchiato. You're going to go back. You can either punch it with melee macchiato or just melee it with a knife. And then you're going to cue an audio prompt.
That old wristwatch you found is property of Captain Thomas Gregg, U.S. Merchant Marine.
After this audio prompt is done, the captain is going to dismiss you. Once this happens, look at the map. You just saw that the 1X turned into 3 X's. We need to go to all 3 of these locations to get the Talisman coins. The first location's on the sunken boat. Doesn't matter what order you do this in, but find these bones right here, throw a Molotov cocktail, and this is going to spawn an HVT, a Mega Mangler, and you're going to need to kill him. Once you kill him, you are going to get your first Talisman coin. Once you get this, your screen is going to turn purple, and it's going to make a little bit of a noise. This is how you know that you're cursed. Once you go to the second island, which is going to be Temple Island, you're going to find right here on these stairs the second HVT. Set him on fire, and you are going to fight him, kill him, get the second coin. If you're running out of Molotov cocktails during this step, you can always go to Crab Island. There's a workbench that's pretty close by. You can see that if you do lose track during the middle of this, you can go to this map, and it does update in real time. I only have 1 red X left. The last one is going to be on Castle Rock Island around the back. It's going to be a set of bones halfway sticking out of the ground. You're going to set him on fire, kill the final HVT, you're going to get the last Talisman coin. Once you get the Talisman coin, you're going to bring all 3 of those coins back to the captain, and he's going to give you a voice line. He's going to shoot out some gold weapons, which is pretty generous pretty early on because the Easter egg isn't over, and then he is going to fill you in on a little secret, which is the next part. He tells you that there is a treasure chest out there.
I'll let you in on a secret. The treasure chest out there. And it can only be seen when the wind gets angry enough.
You can only see it when the windy's angry enough, which is Crab Island. You're going to look at the sky. So on 13, I talked to him. 14, killed all the zombies, no one. 15, killed all the zombies, no one. And keep in mind, you don't actually have to be on the island to kill the zombies. You just need to turn over enough rounds. On round 16, you can hear the weather get bad, the lightning strikes the ground, and then the Talisman chest is going to appear. Once you pick this up, this is important. Once you have it, you're going to get a permanent double points, but every time you get hit, you're going to lose a substantial amount of essence. There's also a challenge with the Talisman on, which is getting 20,000 essence without getting a single hit. The achievement is yo ho ho. Every round, you're going to get the opportunity to put the Talisman back into the chest so someone else can use it, or if you just don't want it anymore. Next, we're going to be working on all the free power-ups. The first one's a max armor that's in the interrogation room. You can see this little bulletproof vest sitting in this 5-gallon bucket next to the chair. If you shoot it through this window, you're going to get a free max armor. Next is going to be a nuke, which is on Crab Island, right in the first window by the triple plate. You're going to shoot it in this window, free nuke. Next is going to be full power, which you can hit from a boat or from the other tower, but it's going to be on this girder underneath the sea tower that you can't access. Next is going to be on the sunken boat. You're going to get a free bonus points in this top right window. Next is going to be in the biolabs, which is a 2 times behind these boxes. You can either move the boxes out of the way or just shoot it through the boxes or in between them. Next is going to be a Killjoy on Temple Island. This is really important because what I like to do with this is save it for exfil. This is really helpful, especially if you have a mutant injector, you get an abomination. You can just kind of punch these guys with a few hits and kill them. It makes easy work of exfilling successfully. And last but not least, the most important one is going to be a max ammo, which is in this guard tower, which you can either shoot from the rec area or you can throw a grenade into this tower window from outside of Peck's room. Next, we're going to be boat racing. There are 3 possible locations, and I've highlighted them here on the map. These boats are going to be in every single game. The difference is one of the 3 are going to be flashing with a red light. The first one's going to be behind Crab Island, which is the most annoying one to find. You're going to find these little jet skis in the water that are kind of collapsed. It's not blinking. We're going to go on to the next one. Next, we're on Castle Island. You're going to go to the back of the island, right where the tip is. You're going to jump off a little bit to the right of it, and you're going to find this jet ski. This is like the easiest one to find. The last one is going to be on Temple Island. Find this little statue chess piece, jump off the back, and you are going to find it a little ways down. You got to swim for this one, which is also why the oxygen tank is huge. Hit use on it, and it's going to send you into the boat race. If you have multiple people in your party, then it's going to initiate a vote, and you're going to have to vote on whether or not you want to do that boat race. Once you're in the boat race, you're going to have to collect as much essence as possible. This is going to do one of 2 things. It's going to give you a speed boost, which you can just hit anytime you want, but keep in mind that there is a cooldown. And the second thing it's going to do, it's going to give you more points. And the more points you get, the better loot you get. There are 3 possible trophies. There's a bronze, a silver, and a gold. The gold obviously has the best loot, which includes like a bunch of wonder weapons, score streaks, and a lot of good stuff that you have. Once you make it to the end of the race, you're going to see that there is a little stuffed animal with fireworks, and then he's going to give you your trophy. As you can see here, I got a silver trophy, so I got okay loot. But if you keep doing this, you're going to get better and better loot the better you get at the race. And then eventually, look at this one, I got a ray gun and monkeys. Pretty awesome. Next, we're going to be playing basketball. There is a basketball as well as a hoop next to the room where you craft the beam smasher. You can see that the basketball is here right where I ping. You're going to hit it with an explosive weapon. So what I like to do is hit right here. You don't have to jump in order to actually get this, but the ball will go inside of the hoop if you hit the roof in the right spot. A pro tip is throwing a C4 on the wall where the 2 times is where I showed you. You're going to hit the ball into the hoop, wait till all the essence comes out, pop it, grab all the essence. You'll get 4,000 instead of 2,000. If you have the Talisman activated, you will get 8,000 instead of 4,000. Next is Mega-Stuffy. You need to kill 6 stuffed animals. First one's in the stamina room in the locker. The next one is next to engineering off the side of the path right here, a little monkey. The next one is going to be in the PhD flopper tunnel, the mining tunnels, right here next to this pallet. There's 6 total. You can either hit use on them or shoot them. Next one in the biolab, a little bear on this vitals machine. Next one in the sunken ship, little ducky in this dumpster right here. The next one is on Crab Island, a little bit up from the workbench. First set of utility lights, little giraffe sitting right next to it. Once you have all of these, you can interact with any of the dolls that are inside of the Juggernog room, and all 6 will form a Mega-Stuffy. I found that if you hit these dolls in this room without having all 6, you will no longer be able to craft a Mega-Stuffy in this game. Once you get Mega-Stuffy, he will shoot zombies, which isn't really his primary function. His best function is going to be he doesn't let you lose the game, even if you have a self-revive. You can see here that I just get downed and downed and downed, and he's just going to keep reviving me over and over. My self-revive, you can see, is still in the bottom of my screen, and it doesn't go away. This is going to be super helpful. So I crafted him on round 11. He only lasts for a certain number of rounds. He's going to stay with you for about 3 rounds. You can see I'm on round 14, and he just poofed the second the round turned to 15. Next, we're going to do a cheeky little teleport on Temple Island with the Beam Smasher. You're going to hit Mesmerize on this rock right here, and it's going to send you back to Peck. I really hope that in the future, the developers consider putting this on every island. Next, we're going to be playing the music. The first set of headphones are right outside of engineering on this spool of wire. The next one is going to be down in the PhD flopper, right to the right of it, right on this drum. You're going to hear the noise every time you hit it. The last one is going to be in the biolab top floor right here. I can't play the music because DMCA, but here's the artist and the song. Next is a free wonder weapon. Make sure you're laying down in front of all the perks to get a free $100 for loose change. Once you turn the second amp on, you're going to turn on 2 laptops. One in front of stamina. Next one is going to be in front of quick revive. Turn on the third amp, jump in the water, hit the switch in the elevator, get dead wire on a gun, hit the lift button. You're going to hit these 5 targets, 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to send an electrical current up into the Juggernog room, and then the final one is right outside of the office. Once you get in here, you're going to kill the scientist on the office, and you're going to get the EMF fob. Once you get the EMF fob, you're going to trade it for the multiphasic resonator in the C tower. Once you have that, you're going to turn on the third laptop right below it, and you're going to put the multiphasic resonator inside of the machine. You can do the algebra in the background, but I'm going to show you a much easier way to do this. So one way is you can pay $5,000 to Peck. You can get the code right here, and you can punch it in. This way is really expensive, and I don't recommend doing it, but if you do it this way, highly recommend. Get a fish, hit use on it, then you're going to get some olive oil, and you are going to cook it inside of a pan. You're going to turn the round over. Remember, just oil, just a fish, no other parts to it. Once this cooks for an entire round, you're going to turn it over, and then it is going to give you 2 options. One of them is going to be to eat the fish, and then the other one is going to be to take the fish. So you're going to want to take the fish. And on PC, I don't know why, but it's scroll down on your mouse wheel. Once you take the fish, head back up to Peck, and you're going to put it inside of the mailbox for Peck to eat. And he's going to give you a voice line.
Oh, delish. Captain Whisker's favorite.
Look at my money.
What's in it for you? You know what? Check your wallet.
See, he gives me my $5,000 back. So if you do pay for it, hey, there's another way you can get your money back. My favorite way and the way that I do it is this website I found called terminussolver.com. You just literally click on whatever images you have on your sticky notes in the order they're in on the screen, and it'll just give you the exact code. Once it's punched in, you need to hang out in the rec area, burn a few rounds. Round 9 is usually the sweet spot. Grab the resonator, grab the boat. You're going to head out to one of 3 islands in order. The first island is going to be over here, this blue orb. It's Castle Rock Island. You need to wait for it to zap one, grab a ball, throw it in. You need to do this 2 times per glowing orb per island, so 6 total. So you can see here, I'm putting in my second blue orb. Once I throw the blue orb in the second time, it's going to shoot the ball to the next island, and then I have to pick up the multiphasic resonator. Grab the boat, head over to Crab Island, which is the second location. Now the orb is going to be green. Rinse and repeat. Now I'm going to wait for it to zap one, kill it, grab the ball, and then I'm going to run it home. I need to do this one more time. Remember, 2 times per island. Don't be afraid to run around a little bit if you're low on health. Grab it, throw it in. It's going to send the ball to the next island, and I'm going to take the multiphasic resonator. Last island is Temple Island. This is the 3rd and final orb. Place the resonator under the purple orb, and then you need to kill 2 more zombies that are on fire. This island seems to have the most amount of zombie spawn, so don't be afraid to just kind of do a lap, and if you miss it, you miss it. Just keep running around. You'll find another one, and then just throw it home. Once you get the last one in, then the multiphasic resonator is going to turn into the amp munition, and then you're going to pick up the amp munition. You're going to bring that back to the beam smasher room, and that's going to allow you to craft the free beam smasher. Keep in mind, you can also get this out of the crate, but this is the free way. Next, if you are doing the main Easter egg quest, when you go to grab one of the connection nodes here, you have an electrical charge. You can throw it at this door and skip this whole phase of enemies. Next is a dupe glitch. You're going to hit use and crouch at the same time. See, I'm installing it and one's on the floor. I really hope they don't patch this because it really doesn't hurt anyone and it's a pretty good glitch. Next, we're going to be doing the Nipple Island free perk, or what people on the internet call Spore Island. You're going to drive around and hit these spores. Once you have hit the last spore on the island, it's going to make a noise like this. That's how you know you got all the spores on the island. Make sure you turn over one round, and then the next round, you're going to go and find the next island. You're just going to hit the use key in your raft to just stand up on your raft, hit it, and then go to the next one. You're going to do this for a third time. You're going to find a third island on a third round. Fourth round of spores is going to be in the sea caves. This is going to unlock a free perk as well as a crystal. The crystals can be refined, raw, or perfect depending on what level they are, is what Pack-a-Punch you're going to get. So my wonder weapon here is Unpack-a-Punched. I pick up a raw one. It's going to give me Pack-a-Punch 1. Next, we're going to shoot down the UFO. Make sure you have dead wire on a gun. You're going to hit these 2 towers. One right here. It's going to make this noise light up red. And you can hit these from a million different angles. You don't have to hit them from the way that I'm hitting them. And the other one is above quick revive. There are much easier ways to hit these. But once you get good enough, you can kind of just hit them from wherever. Make sure that you turn over a round and then train a bunch of zombies. Once you train a bunch of zombies, then you're going to run across the gun platform, set the trap. It's going to suck all the zombies in and collect souls. Keep in mind that you can run on this platform while the gun is going, but if you jump, then it's going to teleport you to a random spot on the map as shown here. It teleported me right back to the wreck area. So if I hit the gun platform, I suck up all the souls, then you're going to see the UFO appear in the sky and the gun is going to shoot it down. When it shoots it down, it's going to come crashing down on an island. That island is Castle Rock Island. It seems to be the same island every single game, but once you go over there, you can find score streaks, wonder weapons, a bunch of cool loot. It's just a nice little easy Easter egg to do that costs next to nothing. But that's all I have for you today, guys. If you would like a comprehensive, detailed guide on how to create the wonder weapon or how to do the main story Easter egg, I will link those videos down in the description below. These videos take a really, really long time to make, and there's only one thing that makes them possible, and that's for you guys to like and subscribe to let me know that this is the content that you guys would like to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.